7 Sinful versus 7 Heavenly YouTubers by Ryan Pictures. I'm curious. Who's gonna be in there? Let's get into it.
There's 7 specific YouTubers who perfectly represent the 7 deadly sins of greed, lust, gluttony, pride, envy, wrath, and sloth. However, if you flip these upside down, you'll find another set of 7 YouTubers who represent the exact opposite, the 7 heavenly virtues. My name's Ryan. We'll be comparing YouTubers.
So he's pretty much just like comparing YouTubers to the 7 sins. Interesting.
Who represent the 7 deadly sins and their corresponding heavenly virtues, starting with gluttony versus temperance. The sin of gluttony is described as excess eating or drinking, which best describes Sneako Avocado, a popular mukbang YouTuber. On the other hand,
I mean, this was 7 months ago. Bro is no longer in the whale category. So there's a chance bro was 7 months ago already not in the whale category anymore, coming out as a menace to society. That would be me.
Virtue of temperance is often characterized as emotional restraint or self-discipline, which is best exemplified by the YouTuber Matt Stoney. Both Sneako and Matt are seen to eat thousands of calories in a single sitting, but the difference in their weight is night and day. One is viewed as a 130-pound respectable guy, while the other, a 350-pound gelatinous behemoth. So, what makes them so different? Sneako's diet reads like a fast food menu on repeat, as showcased in his videos. He often indulges.
Holy heck. Holy heck, that's a lot of food. I'd be done. I could eat, like, it's anything of this, just one thing of this, and I'd be done. I couldn't eat more. I'd probably die.
In large portions of fast food, processed snacks, and sugary desserts. These foods are typically dense in calories, but lack essential nutrients, leading to an imbalance in his nutritional intake. On the other hand, Matt's diet emphasizes moderation and healthier choices. While he may consume large quantities of food during challenge videos, outside of these challenges, he focuses on balanced meals comprising of lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. In an interview with GQ, Matt reveals that his meals are most often just protein shakes, a handful of almonds, some fruit and vegetables, and a slice of bread. On top of this, Matt's background in nutrition studies further explains why he knows how to stay healthy. But there's more than just food on the table here. It's also about the headspace these two inhabit. Sneako's relationship with food also appears to be closely tied to emotional comfort and coping mechanisms. Or at least, that's what he wants you to think.
Yeah, he like me. For real, for real. Difference is, I don't get fat. I will overwork. That's the difference.
Sneako has an entire playlist dedicated to his breakdowns while eating, and while this makes it seem like he has a strong dependence on food, that's actually not the case. Sneako knows that the more shocking the video is, the more viral it becomes, so he piles up more and more food for the thumbnail, knowing that this is what makes people click on the video. And that's the thing, it totally works.
You meant to say day off today? Okay. I already felt like that was weird. That sounded weird. I don't understand people that think healthy food can't taste good. Just have good recipe. Yeah, just have good recipes. Yeah. It's just like that. I don't know. There's a lot of problems, for example, in the United States with like food. The U.S. citizens seem to have a very unhealthy relationship with food.
In contrast, Matt approaches eating challenges as a professional rather than a means of emotional fulfillment. He views his participation in competitive eating as a career and accepts the challenge as a part of his job. That professional mindset could be a secret sauce for a healthier relationship with food, reducing the risk of developing negative associations with eating. Then, there's the YouTube game plan. I already mentioned before that Sneako's content strategy simply involves getting the most views as possible at any cost. 1,000-calorie mukbangs? Check. Bags of chips? Check. And 20,000 calorie burgers? Check.
20,000 calories burger. That is a lot more than my maintenance. That is a lot more. That's like almost 10. That's like 7 times my maintenance probably. Goddamn.
That's what 20,000 calories looks like.
20,000?
Nikocado will eat it all. With every bite caught on camera, he's potentially pushing his calorie count into the red zone, but at the same time, filling his bank account in the process. It's simply just a matter of knowing when to stop, which seems like what Nikocado has had the most trouble with. Matt Stoney's strategy is significantly more controlled. His challenge videos are
I couldn't eat that much. I would die. I would die as well. I could not eat that much. But it is what it is. Well, we all know that this was just a role that he played. For a bit. Like, bro pre-recorded shit for months. Gotta eat them all. Yeah, bro's eating burgers like Pokemon.
are typically spaced out with a weekly upload schedule. This allows him to have longer periods between challenges to maintain a more healthier and balanced diet. By spacing out his eating challenges, Matt can better manage his overall calorie intake and ensure that his body has time to recover and adapt between sessions. At the time of this video, his last upload was almost 3 months ago. And let's not forget the exercise regimen, or rather lack thereof. Matt's commitment to regular exercise also plays a crucial role in offsetting the excess calories consumed during eating challenges. These help him burn calories, build muscle mass, and maintain overall fitness. Meanwhile, Nikakoto's probably clocking more hours on the
Jeez, I think I get like 1,000 calories in like 2 or 3 days. What? That would not be... You're a man. That would not be enough to maintain. You would lose weight constantly.
couch, we're filming even more mukbangs rather than on the treadmill. In the end, it's not just about what you eat, but how you eat it, and the mindset you bring to the table. Matt's got their recipe for success down to a science, while Nikocado might need to rethink his menu and mindset if he actually wants to steer clear of health issues down the road. It's because all of this that Matt Stoney takes the virtue of temperance, while Nikocado remains the king of gluttony.
Yeah, that even after losing weight, that will not be taken away. The King of Gluttony title will stay easily. I must say my eating habits aren't normal either. I eat one meal, and that's it. That's it. And it's not even enough calories. It's just like one meal for like the entire day. That's it. The more view increases, the more money get to buy more food for content. Yeah. But he's one step ahead. Always one step ahead. I mean, he's no longer overweight. He's healthy now. Well, I'm an alcoholic, so usually I only eat once a day. I also only eat once a day. That's it. Shout out to that thumbnail where he was making out with some guy. Right. I think that was actually... Isn't he gay? I could be wrong, but I remember him being, into... I could be wrong, but I remember him being into men. I could be wrong.
Penguin Zero and Sneako have always been known to have a strong rivalry between them. From controversy and disagreements, the two of them exemplify two very different aspects: humility and pride. Humility is described as the quality of being humble, modest, and down to earth. Meanwhile, pride is defined as an excessive love of one's own excellence. No other YouTuber best represents pride than Sneako. With controversial views and a self-proclaimed realist mindset, Sneako aims to challenge societal norms and influence his followers to escape the matrix through his content. Penguin Zero, meanwhile, is known for his humble
Remember Sneako being a cock? Isn't he married and still single to some guy? What? I have no idea, I'll be real. I don't keep up with Nikocado Avocado. I don't keep up with this man. Yeah. Sneako's a cock. Sneako would also legalize child marriage, so that is special.
and down-to-earth nature, setting a prime example of modesty and authenticity. He's not afraid to share embarrassing stories, showing how relatable he is. Even when faced with heated conflicts, like his feud with Sneako, Penguin Zero keeps his cool and responds with logic and humor. The conflict between Sneako and Critical is a perfect way to answer why they represent their sin or virtue. When I revisited their beef 2 weeks ago, we explored what exactly led to Sneako to threaten Charlie's life with a gun.
Voice Critical!
I saw a short where he said that Nick didn't lose 200 pounds. When Nick said it, okay, interesting. Well, we clearly can tell, like, the one video where that he clearly has lost weight. And pretty much almost all of it. I mean, I can't take Sneako really seriously. I don't know. I can't take a man seriously that watches his partner doing the devil's tango.
You want to watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips.
But a quick summary, in August 2020, the feud between them was marked when Penguin Zero criticized the controversial Netflix film Cuties, sparking a heated exchange with Sneako.
The fact that Cuties is on Netflix is nothing shy of a crime in my opinion. It is actual softcore child.
Sneako then
It was softcore. He did the apple dance in skinny mode. Skinny mode. It's like something he can turn off and off. He has like a switch on his neck. When he turns it on, he gets fat. When he turns it off, he turns into skinny mode. See. Yeah, Cuties was horrendous. That was allowed on Netflix because it was very much a softcore CP.
then make his own video praising the movie while indirectly insulting Charlie. Instead of calmly addressing issues, Sneako resorts to aggressive tweets and physical challenges, while Penguin Zero admits
A child-loving cuck. We love to see it. We love to see it.
his mistakes and values integrity, Sneako often refuses to acknowledge his own flaws, preferring to keep up a tough guy image.
You got going on, the Pokemon cards, your pale face, the G Fuel fridge, the zero drip, the fact you just look like look at the curtain pulled all the way down. You need to get some sun.
The whole situation would take a dramatic turn, as Sneako would challenge Charlie to a fistfight and would even threaten his life with a gun.
3 months you have continued to melt down about this. The day after I posted my response, you went on stream and had a huge unhinged
That went completely past me. That went completely past me. Interesting. I just find it funny. This reminds me of Dan TDM versus KSI. For KSI having a meltdown over months. Not to that degree, but still, it's similar.
tantrum and meltdown about the whole thing, and then he sent some of his viewers over. So I was joking with them, saying like, oh, you guys must have just stopped the Cuties watch party over there at Sneako's stream, right? Welcome, cucks, that kind of shit. And it got really under his skin in a big way, so he started dancing around with the gun and threatening to come shoot me. So he kept saying, oh, you're in Tampa, right? I'll come see you.
Wouldn't it be funny if bro shot himself? Just saying. Wouldn't it be funny? Anyone that liked the movie Cuties should be interrogated immediately. Immediately. Look through the hard drive. Immediately. Man, woman, I don't know. Look through it. I actually remember Charlie teaching Sneako the difference between a clip and a magazine. Bro's flexing with a gun and doesn't know how to use it.
You, waving his gun around and dancing.
You want to watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips. These are the only clips.
However, the controversy would be quickly ended by Charlie when he points out all of Sneako's past controversies, shutting down all of his accusations, and did something that would shock the internet.
Because he just kept shouting slurs. So I said, watch my clips to see what I was saying about you. I had to communicate via Twitch clips. And I'm sorry to be that guy, this is like the grammar police of guns, but he's a f***ing imbecile. You absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips, you look stupid here.
Since then, the drama between the two of them has simmered down.
Overall, the whole conversation...
Bro, okay. The drama died down because bro made a whole ass video on him beating this man's ass and then showed his guns and then bro shut up. That is insane. That is insane.
Went in a totally different direction than I expected. Of course, he's still very passionate about some things, and we still fought on quite a few things, and the reality is there's just a lot of things that I don't see eye to him on with some of the things he talks about. But overall, I really walked away with a very different impression of Sneako.
But one thing still remains certain, and it's that Charlie will always be the most humble YouTuber, while Sneako will always suffer due to his pride. During YouTube's boom in the early 2010s, some of the biggest content creators on the platform rose to fame. Two of those being PewDiePie and EDP445.
A man that raised generations of kids, potentially, and a man who wanted to sleep with kids. I not prefer this kind of video, but I still had fun here to hear your opinion. Okay, okay. It is what it is. The timing of my comment. True, true.
The main difference between them? Well, one of them is a married man who's dedicated to his family, while the other is a confirmed pedophile who had been kicked out of YouTube. This is exactly what makes PewDiePie a great example of the heavenly virtue of chastity, while EDP is the opposite, being the human equivalent of lust. Chastity is described as complete fidelity to one's husband or wife during marriage, or refraining from any sexual activity that's considered immoral. Lust, on the other hand, is someone who often suffers from strong cravings or desire, often.
When do I get my happy ending? When do I get it? When do I get it? Man.
Of sexual nature. EDP445 was a popular YouTuber known for his explosive personality and often controversial content. However, his career would soon be destroyed as one by one, allegations popped up against him. These allegations were by various girls, talking about how EDP had groomed them while they were underage. But the true catalyst that led to EDP's downfall came immediately after the cupcake incident. On the 18th of April 2021, EDP was caught trying to pick up a cupcake.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home.
However, when EDP arrived, he was instead confronted by a group of people who were all a part of a massive sting operation set up to expose him. The people confronted EDP about his interactions with a decoy 13-year-old girl that the team had set up.
Bro got hunted. Bro got hunted by the pedophile hunters. Based hunters.
This included inappropriate messages and videos, all sent by EDP to a girl that he thought was underage.
You know, nothing that was going to be involved, because I'm not like that. You know, well, obviously the text messages and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was...
The situation quickly became one of the most infamous incidents in YouTube history, and as a result, EDP slowly lost everything. Both his main channel and second channel were terminated, and he struggles to find new jobs or even places to live in. Since then, EDP's career has been shrouded in mystery. Some people stated that he had been arrested, while others say he's taken small side jobs to keep himself afloat. Meanwhile, despite living in different countries, PewDiePie and his now wife Marcia kept their connection alive through daily chats and calls, showing how much they cared for each other. Because PewDiePie was determined to see Marcia in person, the two of them managed to move in together.
How's it going, everyone? My name is PewDiePie.
The old ass PewDiePie videos, that is amazing. Man.
The reason why I haven't been uploading videos is because I'm in Italy with my girl, and I'm having a great time, so you should be happy for me.
As PewDiePie navigated through controversies in his career, Marcia remained a constant source of strength. Her unwavering support during these tough times showed the depth of their relationship. Together, they faced challenges head-on, only growing closer as a result. PewDiePie and Marcia's relationship is built on selflessness, kindness, and
I am so jealous of this guy. You have no idea how jealous I am of this guy. How did he do it? I want to do it as well. Teach me!
unwavering support, reflecting the essence of chastity in its purest form. Until now, nobody's really sure what he's been up to, but it's clear that EDP's YouTube career has been thrown under the bus, all because of his lust, while PewDiePie has since retired in Japan with his wife and newborn son. Being kind to one's partner could very easily extend to being kind to others, which is exactly what Corey X Kenshin exemplifies, and in direct contrast, how the sin of wrath best describes that vegan teacher. Kindness is described as a quality
The fact that I have to see the vegan teacher here is insane. I did not see that coming. The vegan teacher is here. Man.
Of being selfless, compassionate, and merciful. The sin of wrath, in contrast, is a strong feeling of hatred or resentment with a desire for vengeance against others. Vegan Teacher exemplifies the sin of wrath through her explosive displays of excess anger, particularly in her YouTube content. While her initial videos started off tame, she later adopted a more sensationalist approach to garner views, often resorting to calling out famous influencers in an aggressive manner. Despite her intentions to promote veganism, her confrontational style alienates potential followers and undermines the seriousness of the cause.
2 brand new Feastable bars, milk chocolate, and...
What? Milk chocolate! Milk chocolate comes from a cycle of violence! Are you—
I don't care. I'll be completely honest. I don't care. I'm gonna eat meat. I'm gonna drink milk. I don't care. Remember when he played Minecraft the first time? I too remember that. Yeah. The vegan teacher's always there watching. You can never escape her. True. She's currently watching me through my camera. I remember on Game Grumps, Danny mentioned his dad called PewDiePie PWDD. Wild.
You okay with that? Then stealing the milk that belongs to them? The f is wrong with you?
Meanwhile, Horikenshin demonstrates patience and kindness through his consistent advocacy for mental health awareness and social justice initiatives. Despite facing personal challenges, such as the need for frequent breaks from content creation, Horikenshin always returns to make a positive impact, both on his audience and through charities all over the world. Even his commitment to addressing issues like unfair video monetization on YouTube reflects his patience in tackling systemic problems over the long term. That's where the main difference between the two crop up. Horikenshin approaches issues with patience and understanding, focusing on long-term solutions and positive change. In contrast, Vegan Teacher's approach is characterized by impulsiveness and aggression, leading to conflicts and controversy. On December 30, 2020, Daz Games posted a reaction video where he criticized the Vegan Teacher.
The club, we're so glad you're in it.
When I'm in the kitchen, all I want is chicken, so go and f yourself.
That's the perfect response. I cannot complain. This is the perfect response. This is how it should be. True and real.
Just a few days later, on January 2nd, 2021, Vegan Teacher responded with a video defending herself, but it only caused even more hate towards her.
Mr. Daz, you should be vegan. And you know why you won't be vegan? Because you're too weak.
And that's the main issue with that Vegan Teacher, her confrontational style of content. This has led to a lot of criticism and backlash, detracting from the credibility of her message and hindering her effectiveness as a vegan activist. In January of 2021, Vegan Teacher posted a TikTok about Gordon Ramsay, where she sang a song parodying one she sang in front of.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Activists are their own greatest enemies. Because they don't have a rational approach to their activism. They usually act out of emotion. They're their own greatest enemy. We can only look like at climate activists and them gluing themselves to places. This is not a rational approach. This is not how you win people for you. Which is why it is effectively a clown show that has kind of failed. We need a Vegan Teacher horror game. Yeah. I'm for that. Who's gonna program that?
A McDonald's.
3, 2, 1, sing! Eating animals is wrong, McDonald's. Hurting animals is wrong, McDonald's. Share this song and change your entire menu to be vegan from now on.
Ramsay then responded with a duet video.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. One more person calls me on the phone, I will kill them immediately. No holding back. Straight up murder. Vegan teacher needs the opposite saying of eat a salad. She needs to say eat a fucking sandwich. McDonald's cheeseburgers are amazing. Yeah, that is if you could spell amazing, which you can, but that's just normal for you.
Video of his own where he ate lettuce, spat it out, and jokingly called her a vegan donut before eating a beef burger.
Eating animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay.
A vegan donut.
Is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Share this song, and if you call me a donut, that's fine.
Vegan donut.
Vegan donut. Also, I love like the you know the clip of like Gordon Ramsay putting two like sides of bread onto a person's face and asking them, telling them asking them what they are. An idiot sandwich.
The vegan teacher then replied with a video that was taken down by TikTok. On March 19, 2021, Ramsay uploaded a video titled "Gordon Ramsay Goes Vegan for Steak," where he announced that he was finally going vegan for lunch. In the video, Ramsay cooked an eggplant steak and shared his recipe. The vegan teacher misinterpreted Ramsay's statement about going vegan and sarcastically congratulated him in a song. However, when she realized he wasn't actually
She fell for it! She fell for it! That's wild! She fell for it!
going vegan, she criticized Ramsay for animal cruelty, calling him the devil and comparing him to Adolf Hitler.
Hello, student.
Yeah. Yeah. Gordon, Austrian painter Ramsay. Sure. Sure, why not?
Today we're going to talk about the devil. The devil's name is Gordon Ramsay. You write to me and you tell me how Gordon Ramsay is different from Hitler.
Then, on July 6, 2021, the vegan teacher dropped a diss track against Gordon Ramsay on her YouTube channel. The video received overwhelming dislikes, with 11,000 dislikes compared to only 1,000 likes.
And by the way, why is Gordon Ramsay so despicably vegan-phobic?
Vegan phobic. That's interesting.
When he could so easily turn it around and decisively be a vegan ally. Be vegan fantastic.
At the end of the day, Corey Kenshin remains humble and approachable, engaging with criticism constructively and encouraging his audience to respond with kindness. Vegan teacher, on the other hand, often reacts defensively to criticism, further fueling conflicts and reinforcing negative perceptions of her behavior. On YouTube, it's clear how many creators value and respect Corey, while most people just make fun of the vegan teacher. Because of that, it's clear to see how kindness will always pay, instead of being a wrathful person. Greed is described as a strong and selfish desire to have more of something, most often money or power, while charity, on the other hand, is described as a willingness or even desire to help others and better the world, no matter the cost to one's own self. Logan Paul's journey in the spotlight has been marked by a very prominent theme: greed. While he initially gained fame through his vlogs, his pursuit of wealth and fame seems to overshadow everything else. From questionable promotions to controversial stunts, Logan's actions often raise eyebrows.
Yeah. Remember the whole Japan incident? Yeah, I do remember that. The Japan incident. That wasn't awesome. That wasn't great.
Spark debates. His relentless pursuit of success at times comes across as driven more by greed than by a genuine desire to make a positive impact on the world. On the exact opposite hand, when it comes to making a charitable difference, Mr. Beast is a name that resonates with millions or even billions across the globe. His philanthropic endeavors on YouTube have earned him admiration and respect, whether it's planting
this aged like milk. Don't get me wrong, the things he did with the money is great, but they're still aged kind of like milk. It's aged half like milk.
trees, feeding the hungry, or supporting individuals in need, Mr. Beast's generosity knows no bounds. His commitment to using his platform for positive change has inspired a wave of compassion among his followers. Through his elaborate challenges and giveaways, he not only provides financial assistance, but also spreads hope and joy to those facing hardships. This is what makes Logan Paul the personification of greed, while Mr. Beast is charity. One of the most significant differences between Logan Paul and Mr. Beast is their approach to fame and influence. Logan Paul's
I have an amazing idea for a video, Mr. Beast. If you're listening, I have an amazing idea for a video. I'm buying 1 million men wives. I will be part of the 1 million. Deal? Deal.
His pursuit of fame often seems to be driven by self-promotion and attention-seeking behavior. While he does have a massive following, his involvement in controversies and scandals has raised questions about his credibility and ethics. In fact, one of Logan Paul's biggest controversies in recent years have been related to his failed crypto project called CryptoZoo. At first, the game received criticism for its use of stock images and did not receive a positive reception. In December of 2022,
Oh, CoffeeZilla. Imagine being an NFT shill. Imagine that. Ah yes, charity, torturing people, true and real.
CoffeeZilla, a YouTuber known for uncovering cryptocurrency scams, aired a 3-part series on his YouTube channel, exposing the game's lack of functionality despite raising millions of dollars from investors.
CryptoZoo.co. I am so excited about this project. It's so fun. It's a really fun game that makes you money.
A fun game that earns you money. How much did you guys make from CryptoZoo?
I lost around $50,000 in CryptoZoo.
I lost
money! 40K!
$40,000.
And I lost around 15,000 US dollars.
I lost $25,000.
$120,000. 120K. Imagine what I could do with 120K. It's all money that's gone.
$500,000 Australian.
Dig on.
Which is $500,000 in CryptoZoo.
Shut up! No, you haven't!
The criticisms included concerns about marketing the game to children, launching it several months before its announcement, and allowing the team to purchase large amounts of cryptocurrency to inflate its value. In response, Logan released a video refuting the allegations and threatened legal action against CoffeeZilla, but did not provide further details on the legal and developmental issues with CryptoZoo.
I watched your 3-part series called Investigating Logan Paul's Biggest Scam, and like many on this platform, you have successfully used my name for views and money.
The response was later removed by Logan after all the backlash. A year later, in January of 2024, Logan...
Can I do that as well? Can I use Logan Paul's name for money and still have a reaction video in the chambers that I can still upload?
Initiated a program offering partial refunds to fans who agreed not to pursue legal action against him, which was seen by his audience as an easy way for him to avoid getting sued. It was obvious in the whole crypto scam that Logan's goal was merely to milk the most amount of money out of the project, but when he was caught in the act, he quickly scrambled and tried to cover it up. Meanwhile, MrBeast uses his platform to promote charitable causes and inspire others to give back. His transparency and integrity in his philanthropic efforts have earned him the trust and admiration from his audience.
Yeah, transparency. Sure, bro. Sure, brother. Sure. Buying a house? No. Instead, let's spend it on an app. Yup. Also, it's called an app, not a app.
Even going as far as to make a whole channel dedicated to it, called Beast Philanthropy. His biggest projects include building wells in Africa, adopting an orphanage, and even building an entire town. All of these videos require tons of funding to be accomplished, but MrBeast isn't facing any issues in this regard. Logan's quest for short-term gains through questionable means may lead to negative consequences for both himself and those around him. While he may have achieved success in terms of fame and fortune, his legacy remains tarnished by controversy and doubt. Logan's focus on short-term monetary gains is pretty similar to what Sniper Wolf is doing right now, except she is much more lazier. This brings us to sloth versus diligence. Sloth is an excessive laziness or the failure to act and utilize on one's talents, while diligence means to be hardworking and zealously seek for something with all of one's heart.
Yes, I have diligence. At least I know how to spell the word murder. That isn't doing you any favors. That just makes you more crazy in combination with the stalking. Guess that would be diligence.
Strength and might. Sniper Wolf's behavior is characterized by slothfulness, particularly in what many consider to be lazy reaction videos. But that isn't all. Even her responses to criticism and conflict could be associated with sloth. Sniper Wolf has been involved in many public feuds and controversies.
Imagine doxing somebody. No, you have self-destruction. Or that. True, or that. Imagine doxing somebody over criticism on reaction videos. Imagine doing that.
including the most recent one involving YouTuber Jack's Films. This is mainly due to the fact that she's been stealing content from other creators and quote-unquote reacting to them while offering little to no original content of her own. Meanwhile, CoffeeZilla is a complete opposite of Sloth and instead exemplifies diligence through his extensive investigative work, particularly in exposing online scams and fraudulent schemes. In his videos, he delves deep into the tactics employed by fake gurus who promise quick wealth but often prey on vulnerable individuals. Rather than demonstrating diligence in resolving conflicts or improving her content, Sniperwolf would instead dox the people she does not like and engaging in behavior that compromises the safety and well-being of others. Her reluctance to address criticism or take responsibility for her actions highlights a lack of diligence and accountability, especially with her completely fake apology to Jack's Films. These are in direct contrast to CoffeeZilla's approach to investigating and addressing issues. CoffeeZilla meticulously uncovers the strategies used by scammers, from leveraging cult of personality dynamics to exploiting once legitimate money-making methods. Ultimately, CoffeeZilla's diligence and integrity sets him apart as a trusted source of information and advocate for consumer protection, while Sniperwolf's behavior reflects a lack of diligence and accountability in her approach to content creation and conflict resolution. MrBeast copycats are everywhere on YouTube.
Yeah, MrBeast Mr. Beast is also like copying people. Like some of his video ideas, they're on like the first to make these. That's just how it is. Stealing is pretty normal, actually.
And while they try their best to gain as much money and fame as possible, all they truly gain is envy. Envy is the complete opposite of kindness. It's the sin of jealousy over the blessings and achievements of others, while kindness is being compassionate towards others. Through their attempts to imitate MrBeast's success without embodying the genuine kindness and philanthropy that define his brand, these copycats usually just prioritize copying MrBeast's extravagant giveaways and attention-grabbing stunts in hopes of achieving similar levels of fame and fortune. A great example of this is A4, also known as a Russian MrBeast copycat. Not only are his crazy pranks and challenges similar to MrBeast's videos, his biggest issue is the fact that A4 had apparently been stealing MrBeast's thumbnails and was simply just photoshopping his own face over MrBeast.
Who seems to not only steal numerous aspects of MrBeast's videos, but additionally many other large English-speaking creators, remarketing it to a non-English speaking audience who may not be
Really funny how to like literally just we got Russian MrBeast.
completely aware of the creators from which the content is being stolen.
A4 didn't even try to deny it, and replied to the controversy on his Instagram, saying that him stealing thumbnails wasn't a big deal, and that he was 10,000 times better than MrBeast. In direct contrast to Envy, Markiplier epitomizes kindness through his genuine and compassionate interactions with
Markiplier is so great. Yeah, but Markiplier is great. I love watching his videos. His try not to laugh challenges, like, they kill me. Because his laugh is so infectious. It's insane. Just generally a good guy. No controversy, also no nothing.
his audience and philanthropic efforts. As a prominent YouTuber, Markiplier consistently demonstrates empathy and generosity, often using his platform to spread positivity and support charitable causes. His dedication to making a positive impact on others' lives is evident in his involvement with various charitable initiatives, including raising money for campaigns such as Save the Children and the Make-A-Wish Foundation. However, Markiplier's kindness extends beyond his online presence, as he frequently engages with fans, offering words of encouragement and support to those in need. His authentic and caring demeanor fosters a sense of community and belonging among his followers, making him a beloved figure in the YouTube community.
I can't really say much about Markiplier. Markiplier is just overall great dude. That's it. This would generally be one of the YouTubers that I would love to meet in real life. Just that.
While both Markiplier and MrBeast copycats may attract attention through their content, their underlying intentions and impact on their audience differ significantly. Markiplier's kindness is rooted in genuine empathy and a desire to uplift others, whereas the envy-driven actions of MrBeast copycats lack authenticity and sincerity.
That's the end of the video. Perfect stop. That was a fun video. That was an awesome recommendation. I think Zoom actually recommended this to me. I could be wrong, but I think that was the case. Thank you for that recommendation. Appreciate it.